And welcome to all our guests. Welcome to Truckee Meadows Community College. I want to thank all of our staff and our administrators who are here today. And this is a very exciting moment for us, one that's long overdue, and we're very thrilled. I want to say a special thank you to our student services staff that worked so hard to make this become a reality for us. So as we know, in January, the governor issued a proclamation declaring 2014 as the Year of the Veteran. As part of the declaration, he stated that it was his goal to make Nevada the most veteran and military-friendly state in the nation. We hope this is a step in that direction. TMCC has long been committed to serving our veterans, as seen by the dedication of Roberta Beckford, our veteran certifying official, as well as Robert Hernandez. Robert is in the audience, I know, today. Robert, thank you for being here. Robert heads our Upward Bound program, our Veterans Upward Bound program, which has a national reputation. This semester, I'm told that we have over 450 veterans who are currently using their VA education benefits. And they're studying here at TMCC, and we're thrilled. There are more veterans who are enrolled in our classes that are not using their benefits, and we're absolutely humbled and pleased to be serving so many deserving veterans. I'm also very proud to lead an institution that has so many former military members who serve as our dedicated faculty and our administrators, staff. And so I want to thank all of our faculty for their service, and we're going to appreciate you in a special way in just a second, but we cannot say thank you enough for the service that you have given. You put your lives on hold, you put your lives at risk to secure our nation, and we can never say thank you enough. So let's just give a round of applause for all of our faculty, veterans. Thank you, thank you. So the concept of veteran-friendly, that conjures up more than just enrollment in classes. It's a concerted effort that includes resources, dedicated staff, and faculty awareness of our veterans' needs. This center is part of our commitment to meet the needs and exceed the needs of our veterans who are coming to our doors. So today, we're in deep celebration for the grand opening of Truckee Meadows Community College Veterans Resource Center. Now, this dedicated space has many purposes. One of them is for students, or veteran students, to gather and to receive access to community resources, which we hope to have co-located here. It's a time and place for meetings of our wonderful Truckee Meadows Veteran Club, and we'll hear a little bit more about that later. It's a space dedicated for our veterans for peer mentoring, and a place where there will be dedicated computers for submitting their VA education benefit application. So volunteers from the college, for now, will be staffing the center, and I want to say thank you to our faculty who are stepping up to give hours of service until we can look to the future and have a full-time coordinator, and that is number one priority as we look to the future of student fees increasing and enrollment increasing. So that's number one. In the transition time, we have staff that have said, yes, they will give some time, and we appreciate that. We believe that this Veterans Resource Center ultimately will serve hundreds of veterans through the year 2014. 2014, the Year of the Veteran. This is indeed something to celebrate. Now, at this time, I'd like to introduce some special guests, and they're going to come forward and say just a few words. So we have with us from Senator Reed's office, Justin Brandenburg. We have from Senator Dean Heller's office, Glenna Smith. We have from Congressman Mark Amade's office, Ken Gray. And representing the Nevada System of Higher Education, our system office, Crystal Alva and Renee Davis. So thank you to all. And now let's hear from our visitors and our guests.
Thank you. Again, my name is Justin Brandenburg. I'm with Senator Harry Reid's office. I handle his military and veterans casework and outreach. I'm a veteran myself, and before going to the senator's office, I used to work at the Reno Vet Center. So Roberta and I have worked together for a long time. I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd, so it's an honor and pleasure to be here finally. It's something that we've been talking about for a long time, so it's great that it's finally here. So I have a certificate from the senator. A certificate of commendation presented to Truckee Meadows Community College in commemoration of the grand opening of the TMCC Veteran Resource Center and in recognition of your continued support of our student veterans. April 9th, 2014, Harry Reid, United States Senator.
Good afternoon. My name is Glenna Smith. I represent U.S. Senator Dean Heller. I am located here in Reno, and I have to say that I couldn't be more proud to be a part of this grand opening today. I know it has been a long time coming. A lot of work has gone into this effort. I want to thank Dr. Sheehan and Kate Kirkpatrick and, of course, Roberta Bickford and the many, many others who have been a part of this special day. TMCC is no doubt a true example of a forward-thinking organization that is here to truly make a difference in our veterans' lives so that they can live a prosperous and happy life like they so deserve. So again, an honor for me to represent Senator Heller, and I too have a certificate of senatorial recognition presented to the Veterans Resource Center. Congratulations on the grand opening of the new Veterans Resource Center at the Truckee Meadows Community College. The wealth of resources and support to all veteran students and their families is commendable. Best wishes in all of your future endeavors. Signed, U.S. Senator Dean Heller on April 9th, 2014.
Good morning. Greetings from Congressman Amadei. As you know or may not know, he's a veteran himself, and he recognizes the importance of these facilities for students and meeting their special needs as they go back into the system of higher education. I'm a veteran myself and have used the services similar to this, and I got to tell you, they are paramount to a lot of student success, and it's a great thing to have here on your campus. Congressional recognition awarded to Truckee Meadows Community College in honor of the grand opening of the Truckee Meadows Community College Veterans Resource Center. Signed, Mark Amadei, Member of Congress.
Wasn't sure if it was my turn or not. I am Crystal Abba, the Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs, and I am here today on behalf of the Chancellor and the Board of Regents to congratulate President Sheehan and her staff for the incredible work they have done in opening this resource center. It was just a year ago, it was April 18th, that we brought together the institutions to discuss the challenges that veterans face in our system and what can we do to make sure that they graduate. I think today's opening of the Veteran Service Center at TMCC not only exemplifies the institution's commitment to veterans, it also exemplifies the commitment of the Nevada system of higher education, of the state of Nevada, to the Green Zone Initiative in all of our efforts to make sure that veterans know and understand that Nevada is the kind of state that wants veterans to come here, but more important, we want you to come here and get degrees and become productive members of society as you go back into civil service. So with that, I will say that for those 450 students that are enrolled now, I look forward to seeing you all graduate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice Chancellor Abba. Yes, we are looking for that end of the road, that completion, that graduation, either a degree or certificate. That's our goal for our veterans. So perhaps the most important voice to share with you today is that of our student veteran. Now, what I can tell you about him is that he is a superstar, and we absolutely love him. And so this is his return to education. His name is Ryan Greshman. So Ryan has worked tirelessly to make this a reality. He's not only a veteran, but a dedicated student. He is a member and very active in Phi Theta Kappa. He is known as the chief event planner, student event planner on campus, because when he starts something, it ends in success. He's a veteran of the Marine Corps, and we're very lucky to have him as president of our Truckee Meadows Veterans Club. So with that, let me say, welcome, Ryan, and Ryan's going to share some of his experience with you. Ryan Grishman. Ryan.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam President. Thank you all for being here today. The turnout is just amazing, and I personally am so very grateful to have this amount of support from everyone. Through the combined efforts of the veteran community, both on campus and off, the faculty, staff, the TMCC Police Department, a personal dream of mine is now a reality. And this dream has come true much sooner than I had ever expected. Thank you very much for that. Now we are able to help other veterans achieve their dreams, their dream of successfully graduating from college. When someone first decides to enroll in college, it's a big step. The enrollment process for any student is not easy. And for veterans using benefits, the process can be far more complicated. It took me 3 semesters before I finally figured out all the different, yes, you need to do that every semester, no, that doesn't count towards your degree, and asking myself each semester, why did I think it would be easy this time? The intricacies of the GI Bill benefits can be frustrating. With one person responsible for all this, it just wasn't possible to have a one-on-one session with every veteran. When I would find out 3 days, if I was lucky, or a month later that I didn't do everything I needed to do, you could imagine my aggravation. We've all been through it as student veterans. When you check into a new duty station, you get a checklist. You get an assigned sponsor who takes you around to get all those boxes checked. It turns a week-long ordeal into a 2-day processing period. The Veteran Resource Center will be able to help each veteran check off the boxes required to succeed in college. We don't stop there, though, because enrollment is but the first step of many. The Veteran Resource Center, or because the military loves our acronyms, the VRC, is now a one-stop shop to help guide student veterans on the road to graduation. We have experienced VA student work studies to point out the many great resources here at Truckee Meadows Community College, such as the Truckee Meadows Veterans Club, the Tutoring and Learning Center, and the Job Prep Office, among many others. Additionally, the VRC will serve as a compass by which student veterans can navigate the sea of goodwill available in our community. We now have a central location to bring in outside resources, such as the Vietnam Veterans of America, the Disabled American Veterans, and the Veterans of Foreign Wars, all of which have developed veteran-specific student scholarships to help us succeed, as well as VITAL, which stands for Veterans Integration to Academic Leadership, a student veteran's very own tugboat to successful navigation. Perhaps most importantly, we now have a place to call our own, a place we can share stories of our past, a place we can talk about our military experience without making others nervous, and free fuel, coffee, if you're a veteran. I am optimistic that we will increase the graduation of veterans at Truckee Meadows Community College by the ways and the means that are now available at this Veteran Resource Center. Thank you all for your support.
Well, following him is always a challenge, but I'm going to do my very best. While we are celebrating the Year of the Veteran, we'd also like to recognize the contributions of TMCC's faculty and staff who are also veterans. Could I please ask our faculty and our staff to stand and be recognized? Veterans. At this time, I would like to recognize my 5 VA work-study students, and I will ask that each one of them come forward and stand here. Thanks. Sergeant Zachary Robert Totens, United States Army. Specialist Jeremy Stephen Schachter, United States Army. Unfortunately, he's not here today, but he is being a superb student, and he's taking a class up at UNR right now. Airman First Class Desiree Hardy, United States Air Force. And she, too, is meeting her obligation to attend class at UNR. Corporal Ryan Mitchell Gerchman, United States Marine Corps. Aviation Electronics Technician, 3rd Class, Edward Eugene Probst, United States Navy. Traditions are one of the foundation in any military branch, and the United States Navy certainly has one of that of the plank owner. A plank owner is an individual who is a member of the crew of a ship when it was placed in commission. Plank owner is not an official Navy term, but it has been variously used by different Navy units. While this center is not a Navy unit, the intent of awarding plank ownership to these 5 VA student workers represents my sincere appreciation for their respect, their support, their camaraderie over the past years of service. The certificate reads, and this will be a little salty. Know all ye by these presents, and to all landlubbers, sea lawyers, salts, swabs, square-knot admirals, gold-brickers, and other scavengers of the 7 seas. These veterans are honored members of the illustrious crew for which services rendered to the veteran community of Truckee Meadows Community College, which forever distinguished itself upon commissioning of the TMCC Veteran Resource Center. Therefore, for this good and sufficient reason, is entitled by the laws of the sea to all the rights and privileges of a plank owner, and is hereby granted free, open, and unencumbered title to 1 plank of the deck of the above-mentioned command. Your dedication, support, and camaraderie to fellow veterans demonstrates the time-honored traditions of esprit de corps. This selection to be made in order of seniority according to the treasured and honored records contained in Davy Jones' log, disobeyed this order under penalty of our royal displeasure. Fair winds and following seas. Thank you. You can have a seat. That concludes our presentation, our ceremony for this morning. We will be offering tours if anyone would like to come in and see our newly dedicated resource center, and there will be some refreshments available as well. Thank you all for coming.